Okay, I have another dream. My second dream is to convince you that operating room management is probably the more complex organization. And as he said to you, I'm surgeon and I'm working for more than 10 years in operation room. Never forget that the central of our concern is the patient. During all my presentation, never forget that in the operating room, first of all, there is a patient. There is one patient, there is more patients, and it's our reality. In operating room, it's the place where health is produced. If you ask me, what are you produced in a hospital? We produce health. And it's the reason for what the patients come in the hospital. They want to be better when they are issued to the hospital. Operating room is a place in the heart of the hospital. You know, there's a lot of interaction between the operating room and others survive on the hospital. There's the doctor, there's the management, there's the nurse, cleaning survive, the technical survive. It's a place where the technology is also the way of life. You see in the center of the picture, there's the table for the patient, and all around there is a robotic surgeon. There's a lot of flat screen. There's also imaging machine. Many literature about the team says that the success is really related to the quality of the team. All the team has to trust in the team. The nurses has to know all the action of the surgeon, and the results are better when the team is a winning team. The name of the operating room in English is also operating theater. It's not so idiot because it's really a theater. There's actors, there's a stage, there's a backstage, there's a costumes, there's also sets. And as you see there, there's a place, if you search operating room problem, you see there's more than 65 million search. There's strike often. There's a place where the costs are very important of the hospital. There's also the place where there's some patients between nurses and doctor. And finally, there's a place where tragedy is the way of life. Every day is a tragedy. Every day is a play. There's a place where there's often tears, often blood, and even often semen too. As you know, there's a place where emergency and a certainty is ubiquitous. Every day there's some emergency, but it's not because you have some emergency today that tomorrow you have emergency too. Then every day is different, every moment is different. The people who work there feel it. It's a place where everything is shared, and it's really difficult because the doctor, the nurse, they feel that they are the owners. And they feel that the owners of the operating room, they feel that is their room, is their nurse, is their technology. And another factor of complexity is really the stress. The stress is everywhere, the stress is permanent. And if you go inside, it's a closed space, and you feel that the stress is permanent. If you work there, you have to manage your own stress. It's a place where the conflicts are the way of life. Then you see there's books. Someone has written books only about the conflict in operating room and the resolution of conflict, but every day there's conflict. And it's important to understand the conflicts. Time is a good example of conflicts because sometimes two surgeons want to operate it at the same time in the same room. Beginning in the morning at the time is really a challenge every day, and sometimes the duration of the operation are really special. There's also a challenge on pharmaceutical specialty You know, in an operating room, there's a lot of narcotics. There's also other drugs, also implants, staplers, clips, and it's also a challenge to manage all the specialty. And finally, where and who is the leader of the operating room? Is it a nurse? Is it a surgeon? Is it an anesthesiast? In fact, it's really difficult, and there's a lot of literature about this function. And what is important is the skill. Which skill? The two more important skills, the first one is it's a person who can show the way, and it's really important. You know that, and also he can. He is the authority of the management of the hospital. He is able to manage the fears and beliefs, because there's some rumors, there's some beliefs, there's some fears at this place, and he has to reduce the anxiety of the team. It's really important. He has to be quiet, and really important, he has to give the pleasure to work, because it's a place where the workers are stressed, but they want to have pleasure with their work, and it's really important. But finally, you know, you see, the goal is that the landing is safely, and in almost case, landed is well, and all the team is really happy, and the patient too. Thank you very much.